that is a world championship, first-class team. Joe has them playing at such a high level. For us to just string together 48 minutes of solid basketball, it all goes to the players. Those guys are absolute rock stars. They went out, they had a game plan, they executed it, they knew that they would make runs, make shots, and they didn't put their heads down. They stayed to it. So from me to them, I told them I love you guys and appreciate your focus and intensity.
You guys withstood a run from them in the second quarter, and then you were able to go on a run of your own to start the fourth. What was your messaging to them in those moments, and what stood out to you about those runs?
You know, more than anything, like, we know that this team is a special team that we're playing against. Like, they're going to make runs, but stay pat, rebound the basketball, and then we got to stay running. This isn't winning time yet, is what I say. Winning time comes later. So we want to step on the gas. We want to keep going, and they did that.
And you've obviously worked very closely with Sabonis for a while. For him to have a career-high 28 rebounds,
Wow.
I mean, he rebounds a lot.
Yeah.
But for him to have a career high in a game like this, what stood out about his performance?
Just his intensity and his focus. Like, if he didn't know it, he's looking at me. I'm like, whatever the coverage is, he's locked in. And then, like, we have stopped chatting to the referees the way that they're taking on what I would like. Like, let me deal with the referees. We'll get some calls. We won't. It's just part of the game. And he got hit a couple times, didn't say a word, just kept fighting, and I love him for that.
And Devin, I mean, to come in and give you guys a spark, particularly early in the fourth quarter, what is it about him that led to that, and what gives you confidence in him so early in his pro career?
I mean, there's a confidence and a fearlessness in him. First of all, defensively, he's really solid. He's going to be physical. He's going to do everything that we ask on the defensive end. Offensively, like, as a rookie, you're always going to be a work in progress, trying to figure it out, all those different things, especially when you haven't played all year. But there was a moment when Keon came up and he was like, D, I'm good. Let the young fella roll. And I was coming to him to say the same thing. And that's how you support each other, and that's how you support your teammates. So it was a really good moment. And then after that, we ended up going big with Trey, and Keon is as happy in there for anybody. And those are the things that we need. We need to support each other. Some nights you'll play more. Some nights you'll play more. But what we do is we do it together.
Keon rode a kind of roller coaster of minutes this year. He's obviously had a much bigger role these last few weeks. How, that moment in particular, what does it say about him, the fact that, like, a lot of guys in his situation would be like, hold on, I got this role now, I'm not letting it go?
Yeah, he's a team player, man. I mean, he's team first. Whatever the team needs, if we need him to shoot, he shoots. If we need him to rebound, he rebounds. If we need him to try to guard Jaylen Brown, he's guarding him. If it's Tatum, it's him. If it's Pritchard or Drew Holiday, it doesn't matter. Like, he does whatever you need. And for a coach, it's a huge thing, because you can kind of fit him in wherever. He doesn't play with his ego that way. He plays for his teammates, and he's a joy to coach and a joy to be around.
I think it was first quarter as a timeout. He was coming to the bench, and you went out and you kind of coached him up a little bit, gave him a pat on the way out. What were you telling him in those moments, and how were you coaching him up through these games?
Just trying to, like, I've stuck the best players in the world and in the history of this game, and that happens. Like, guys are going to get the best of you. Like, I believe in you. Don't foul. There are different ways that we want to cover him, so go to a second way. Like, use your toolbox too and communicate to your teammates. And that's what he started to do. It's like, listen, guys will attack certain matchups when they think that they have something. And these guys are so good. Like, Jaylen is so good that if he gets it going, it's really not a lot that you can do. But to watch Keon fight, and I just wanted to support him in that moment and let him know that, like, I got your back, man. I appreciate what you're doing. Keep on doing it, and we'll be there for you.
What made you want to give him the role that he's gotten recently, and what is he doing really well defensively at this point, and what are kind of the nuances that get to, like, that level?
For me, for Keon, it's more about he can plug so many different holes. He can guard from your point guard to your small forward, and sometimes even your power forward. It just depends. Then his ability to do things you can't teach. He has a really good sense of the game. He has a really good understanding of time and space. He closes gaps, and he shoots the ball at a high level. So all those things put together. Excuse me.
I think you get asked a version of this question a lot, particularly during the winning streak. But what is it? What is it that you can carry over from the energy level of the shift to you being inserted into your position that you guys can carry long term for?
I think it's more than anything is the belief. I think that they begin to believe in themselves, and that goes past coaching. Now it's something that they own, and when they walk onto the court, when they are in any arena, they believe that they have an opportunity to win. Ball falls sometimes it doesn't, but the one thing that we are going to do is we are going to compete at a high level, and if we get beat, we shake their hand and we move on.
Coach, it's as simple as just on a streak like this, that just the energy level seems to kind of follow this team. Coming off a double overtime, win. It was a few days ago, obviously on Monday.
Yeah.
Had some time to recover, but they were hustling to loose balls at the edge. I rebounded against Celtics team. Mm-hmm. Outscoring them in the paint. Just seemed like they were all over the court, coming off a big, high intensity win. What's to say about their energy level to be able to carry that through this win streak?
Yeah, it's tough because sometimes you get letdowns in different things, and the seasons are monstrous, man. And then we travel to the East Coast. You're playing the world champs. Like, they are high level basketball team. But the one thing, and we're without one of our guys, and the one thing that you do is that you make sure that you control what you can control. And that's our energy. That's the way we approach the game. And the next game will be another test, because a team that doesn't have as many wins, how do you approach it? How do you go about it? And those are the things that I really talk to them about, and they've bought in, and I love them for that.
Thanks, everyone.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.